So you have a design in Fusion 360, like this one. It's a body, and you need to scale it up. Or you've got a design with a bunch of sketches and features that you need to scale up a little bit. Hey, Tyler Beck with Tech and Espresso. So I first want to start with a design where you don't really have the history tree. In this case, maybe you imported it, you brought it over from another system. And, let's say the goal is you want to get this out to your CAM, you want to get this out to your 3D printer, whatever the reason you want to design this. First, don't forget about push pull and direct edit. I have another video around direct editing, but quick reminder, you can hit Q and you can stretch faces, you can rotate them, you can manipulate them. I'll link up that other video of how you can make edits to a body as it is with the direct edit. Now, what if you want to scale this thing up? Do a search for scale. And I don't have sketches and features to worry about. I'm just going to select the entity and then do uniform scaling around this object. So you're saying I just need it to be basically 30% bigger. There you go. You scale it. It's saved as a new feature, and it's up to date. Now, in the other example, this is what happens to me more often than not, is I want to scale up this entire thing. I want to change all these sketches. I want to change the whole thing by a little bit. That's where it gets a little bit trickier. So you can scale it. Let's look at it. We'll go back. We go back and look at this. This is all in millimeters, and it's 2.997. And you say, just double everything. I want this to be more closer to 6 millimeters and everything. Great. Well, you can, like we just did. We can scale it, but there's a problem. Maybe you're familiar with it. We're doubling the whole thing. And it works great. The problem is this happens after the fact. It's like we poured a magic potion all over this thing and it doubles in size. But you go back in time and you look at that sketch when you started, that has not been doubled. It's back, it's still at 3 millimeters or 2.997. And all of this stuff is still the original scale. The scaling happens as a one-time event at the end. So if you ask me, Tyler, how do you double all of these dimensions that I care about? Or the other way of asking almost the exact same question is, I did my units wrong. I was in millimeter and it should be inches. This should be 3 inches. This should be 3 inches, not 2.997 millimeters. Same kind of question. And this is how I would tell you to do it. Go to your parameters. Search S key for parameters. Change parameters. Bring them up. And you find each one. Now, this is the fastest way I know how to do it, but there is some work here. And you asked me, you said, I want to double the size of this thing when it comes to all the sketches and features. You have to be careful because like the pattern count, you're not saying double the number of arms in this case. So the pattern shouldn't change, but the rest of the stuff should. And what you can do is you can multiply by 2. You can multiply everything by 2 and work your way down. Now, when this is done, it looks like everything worked except for these arms. And because I didn't fully define them, they don't know how long they should have been. And, probably should have added enough of those dimensions. Now that I stretch this out, it's looking a lot better. Hit OK. And there we go. Okay, so this is me working with that double method. Now you can just type in what you want. If you know this should be 5.997, 5.99, just type that in, of course. The other thing to keep in mind is if you got the units wrong, I would have just gone in and typed in IN, and done inch for all of these, and then it would have converted everything. Then I'd go back and troubleshoot anything that I missed, and it should all be converted to the right size. Okay, so to summarize, use your scale tool whenever you want to scale the whole thing and you don't really care about, changing all the dimensions and features that are in your model. You just want to size it up or size it down. That's what scaling's awesome at. And if you have a lot of values to change, come into the parameters, find them all, and change them in the list. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you get my Fusion 360 daily tips. I'll see you in the next video.